Now we're gonna find out scariest things from Roblox. Again, I'm actually liking these videos now, so that's why.
Let's talk about torture in Roblox. But before starting, can we reach 1,000 likes and 50,000 subs? Thank you. This is one of the cruelest games ever on Roblox. The lore behind it is dark and disturbing. A long time ago, the world was ruled by a powerful, immortal ruler. He controlled everything, but there was one rule he couldn't escape. If he made people suffer, he would feel that same pain too. This rule was called the price. The ruler was selfish and wanted power, so he made the world full of hunger, sickness, and fear. But the pain started coming back to him, and he was terrified. So he created beings called Algodoos. They were made to take his punishment instead. They couldn't die, they could only suffer. He trapped them on a faraway desert planet and kept sending more through a wormhole. Now in the game, the characters you see starving, trapped, and unable to reach food or water. They are those beings. They are suffering instead of the ruler. And every time you play, their suffering continues. Let's talk about torture in Roblox. But before starting, this girl was left alone for days, and she ended up dying. Now her soul is stuck in Roblox. Her name was Anna. She grew up with no friends and barely anyone caring about her. Roblox was the only place where she felt safe, the only world where she could actually talk to people and feel like she belonged. One freezing winter, her mother left her alone for too long. It was cold, she was already weak, and she didn't make it that night. But her story didn't end there. A mysterious being known as the Cultivator gave her another option. Not to go back to the real world, but to live inside Roblox instead. A world where she could create anything, control what people see, and never be alone again. She accepted. Anna became Daisy, a strange presence inside Roblox who can make games and build entire worlds from her own memories. That's where Daisy's house comes from. At first, it just looks like a normal, cozy house game, but the more you explore, the more you realize you're not just walking through a house. You're walking through pieces of her past. The rooms, the notes, the weird feeling. It's all parts of her life turned into a game. Daisy wants friends more than anything. She just doesn't really know how to let them leave. This girl was left alone for days. Let's talk about Cool Kid. But before we start, can we reach 1,000?
Cool Kid. This is fake. You can tell. Whoever's name is Cool Kid, if it's real, then yes, I'm gonna leave it a like and a subscribe. But if it's not real, then dislike and no subscribe. And if I'm gonna spell fake out loud.
1,000 likes. Thank you. So, Cool Kid was a famous Roblox hacker back in 2013. He was known for destroying games by turning the maps red and placing his avatar all over the game. It made servers look really creepy and
Okay, now this video is actually making it real. So I'm gonna give it a like and subscribe.
broken, which scared a lot of players at the time. He also had a group and even made a t-shirt that said, Team Cool Kid, join today. Soon, many other hackers started dressing like him and following his style. People said he encouraged them to hack games too. Several popular games were targeted, including Natural Disaster Survival and Work at a Pizza Place, along with many others. Eventually, Roblox moderators caught his account and banned him. But some players still believe his team is out there, continuing to hack games to this day. Subscribe if you want to hear the full origin story of Cool Kid. Let's talk about Cool Kid. But before we start, let's talk about Smiling Dog. Let's talk about Cool Kid.
Okay, so I heard this before. I'm still gonna hear about. I know 4NN1.
Let's talk about 4NN1. But before we start, can we reach 1,000 likes? Thank you.
You gotta have 11K. 1,000? You need 1,000 more? You have 11K.
So 4NN1's real name was Annie. She was 10 years old when a YouTuber became friends with her. At first, they were good friends and would play games together. But over time, Annie started asking strange and uncomfortable questions like, have you tried Raw Dog? Where do you live? And Do you want to touch rusty nails? The YouTuber became scared and slowly distanced herself from Annie. Annie kept begging her to join and play games again, but she refused. A few days later, let's talk about Candle Cove. But before we used, a few days later, the YouTuber saw Annie in the game with a red mark across her face. Annie didn't say anything at first, but then suddenly said, "It's hot in here," and left the game. After that, the sky in the game turned black, and a house appeared that was on fire. According to the story, Annie's mother was extremely abusive and would hurt her over small mistakes. One day, Annie dropped a plate. Her mother became furious, killed Annie's dog, and forced her to eat it. After that, Annie had enough. She allegedly set the house on fire, killing both herself and her mother. Some people say Annie's spirit still haunts